Your parents will tell you that, let me keep the money for you. Now later you ask them, mommy, daddy, where is my money? They'll be like, the food that you have been eating since I gave birth to you. Who is working for that?
I want to say maybe it's a disorder. Yes, it is a disorder because I don't think there should be anyone.
Someone said if you give her nothing less than 1 million naira, you should not expect her to say thank you.
And another person that has raised his child as like a bulldog, you know.
Auntie, you're supposed to give me. Sister, you're supposed to give me. Where do you want me to? When I was your age, who was giving me?
They don't care.
They will take care of the
generation. You will now be so entitled to that person, and before anything comes up, let me drop out of school for you. And
some parents will be like, for God's sake, you force this girl into the world or this boy into the world. You're like, you ruined my life.
What kind of a thing is this? Is this person normal? So
the way people feel entitled. People don't. You cannot disrespect people if you were not raised well. Keep your disrespect.
If your in-laws are not your friends, though, please just know that I know peace. Your in-laws are not your friends.
You are now listening to Exclusive Chat with B. Okay.
Guys, welcome back to another exciting episode on Chat with B. I remain your host, Omobalaji, and my co-host, Kemisola Fashaki.
Hi, everyone.
It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. Good to be here.
And how's the weather and how's everything?
Yeah, it's fine. And I think the weather is a little bit fair today.
Yeah. So today we'll be discussing about something important because I feel like there are some things that just need to be discussed, There are some things that we are not paying attention to and it's draining us mentally. So today we'll be talking about parenting and entitlement. Especially this entitlement thing is too much. It puts pressure on us, on people. What's your take on this?
Parenting is something that if we take the whole of this to talk about, we are not going to exhaust it. Talk more of entitlement. Actually, that entitlement needs to we really need to talk about it because entitlement is everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
People want to take from you without giving anything.
Like the demand is a demand for me.
Yeah. So I think this behavior starts from home. It starts from home. A situation whereby a mom, it's natural urge for you to want to give your child something when she cries, mommy, I want this. And so you just want to give to her or to him. But I think parents should really learn how to say no sometimes. It's not everything your child asks for that you give. And so when they ask for something and you give to them all the time, I want this, you are giving it. I want this, you are giving it. So I think they kind of grow up with such attitude of believing that anything I want, I must get it. So even when they get to the society amongst their friends or whatever, they are so entitled, to other people's things because they believe, because it's something that they grow up with. This is something that is like inbuilt. Mm-hmm. And children, they have plain hearts, tabula rasa, and so whatever you put in there, it begins to germinate and grow. I think that is where this entitlement of a thing, starts from. So talking about parenting, parents need to do better. We love our kids. Obviously, there's no how you're going to have children and you're not going to love them. But sometimes we need to learn how to scold them in love. Even though you have that thing, you can still say no. No. It's just like a buying. Yeah, it's just like.
I feel like the problem we have now in this society, it starts from childhood, like you said, parenting. It's like, look, for example, now you raise a boy child as, okay, as a king. Let me put it that way. You raise them as a king. You just let them feel like, okay, you are not supposed to do anything. Just sit down, go outside, make money, and just you are supposed to be served and pampered and all those things. Now you are giving that boy expectation. They have this high expectation that even when they grow up, when they get into the society, they are supposed to be treated that way. And now they have entitled towards their partner. Like their partner must, either you are dying or not, you must do this and that. Because entitlement is not only from siblings to each other, it's not only from
That's why I say
parents.
it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It comes
And
like
it
from even
happens
some
every day.
friends. They will be entitled because your friend is earning more than you. They feel like just because she's earning more than you, she's supposed to do this and that for you. Like
I think there is another thing I want to really talk about. There's something called cultural entitlement. A situation whereby in some family they believe that the firstborn must raise the rest of the siblings, whether she's doing well or
no.
Yeah, that's a part of the world. I mean, even some parts in Nigeria where the Ada in the family, the first daughter has to take responsibility of every other sibling, whether she's fine or she's not fine. So the other siblings have been given this sense of entitlement. Even some mothers, some parents, they are so much on the neck of the firstborn because she's the firstborn. They feel she just has to do everything for them. She's the one that has to sponsor the other siblings to school, even without even some of these firstborn. Sometimes they don't even really figure out their own personal life.
Yes.
But because of the pressure coming
they are living for their siblings.
They are living for for the family, for the parents and all that. I think parents can do better in such a way.
And there's this thing that I think it's us that, like, for example, you go to someone's house or someone come to visit you, they give you money, and then your parents will tell you that, let me keep the money for you. Now later you ask them, mommy, daddy, where is my money? They'll be like, the food that you have been eating since I gave that to you, who is working for that? The clothes you are putting on now, I bought it for you, so why are you asking me? I don't know if you saw this thing on this Justice, was it Justice Court, or where this girl took her grandmother to court because she borrowed the grandmother 100,000 naira, and the grandmother refused to pay. It's this big brother host, Ebuka. Yeah, he's also one of the judge. So it was like, so mama, why didn't you want to pay your granddaughter her money? Then the woman was like, yes, so I will not pay her because I am the one that is taking care of her since all these days.
You see that sense of entitlement?
That is entitled. Like, you borrowed the money. You are supposed to pay her back. Like when a visitor or when your child give you money to keep for them, don't say that the clothes that you are putting on, the food that you have been eating since I gave birth to you, you need to teach them how to live. When they give you money, you give it back to them. When they ask for their money, you give it back to them. Then you now tell them that you need to be kind, you need to learn how to share, you need to know how to give, not you telling them that, okay, I've taken the money, so you want to take your money back.
And I think most people have sense of entitlement because I want to say maybe it's a disorder. Yes, it's a disorder because I don't think there should be anyone,
feeling entitled to your money, to your hard-earned money.
You don't feel entitled to another person's labor. I say it so many times. Yes, it is my money. It is my thing. If I want to give you, I want to give you because I want to give you. Don't tell me, I know you have it.
And you know how bad it has gotten now. If you give some people money, they will tell you that, why do you give me this small amount of money?
And next time, I'm not giving you.
Like this person said, they were like, is getting married in Nigeria. Then this other person is in the UK. And then she said, okay, give me money for wedding. I think that person sent him 100,000 naira, and he was like, "Why do you send me this little amount of money?"
Even when you don't even know what that person is facing.
And I'm like, if I were to be that person, I would send you my account number, send it back to me.
I think banks should start doing
Reverse.
Yes.
When I send money to you, I reverse it back.
And you cannot even tell me thank you, and you are telling me, auntie, but I know you can give me much more than this. I'll just tell them I can reverse it back on my phone.
If you give her nothing less than 1 million naira, you should not expect her to say thank you.
You see, that's why I said earlier that this sense of entitlement is a disorder.
So are you not saying all because majority of people feel entitled one way or the other?
Yes, one way or the other, and it's greed.
Honestly,
It is only greed that will make you think another person's labor should be yours without think. You don't even empathize. You don't know how he got his money from. You don't know what he went through before getting that money. You just feel, I want it and I want it. And that's why I mentioned parenting the other time. And you mentioned boy child, especially. You see, in Nigeria, let me use Nigeria or Africa, we have this very wrong way of raising boy and girl differently. When girls are growing up, there's this way we tell them that
you do as chest, you
sit right, close your leg very well, when you get to your husband's house, all these things, another. But the boys, we feel they are special kind. We give them this preferential treatment.
It's fine for you to be spoiled. It's fine for you not to have manner.
Yes. So we don't tend to raise them the way we raise.
Yeah, they don't teach men how to be nurturing. Most men are not, actually.
Maybe that is what we are seeing in the society. Because if you see, we are having a lot of divorces in the society today because one cannot tolerate the other. Because if I had been able to raise my child very well, and another person that has raised his child as like a bulldog, then
they come together.
Yes, and they are coming
to be a problem because to be like, okay, yeah,
it's going to contradict, and there's going to be a lot of contradiction, and by so doing, it's not going to augur well. And before you knew it, everybody is going their separate ways. Like, let's divorce. This is going very well. So, but if I had been able to raise my child in a proper way, and you've been able to do the same, for your child, by the time they come together, even if they are going to have problems, it's going to be a mild and very, very solvable one that nobody even have to come in or.
There's this thing like parents. Honestly, our parents, we also are parents and stuff like that. We appreciate you guys. We know it's not easy raising a child, raising kids, raising children, and everything. But please plan for your own settlement, for your own retirement. You understand? Because it's the entitlement from child to the parents, or from parent to the children. It's so bad that it gets bad to the point that they are even comparing their children with another person's children. Like, this is not how I'm supposed to be living. My friend, our son got him Range Rover. Now, you have been driving this car for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Why can't you work and buy the car that your friend is driving? Like, you raised me. The joy of a parent is to raise their child for them to be doing well in the society. Like, that is why a lot of these people are doing illegal stuff. Because they keep pushing themselves to the point that, okay, the expectation from home is too much. Like, it's too much that if you cannot do it, they see you as the black sheep of the family.
Yeah.
You have to pay for your siblings. You have like 4 siblings. You have to pay for their school fees. Like, as a first child, you have to work, pay for this one school fees, pay for this school fees, pay for this school fees. Like, did you give birth to them for me to raise, or you give birth to them for you to raise?
Nobody should be entitled to, not even a wife. Even a wife is not meant to be entitled to his husband's whatever, because it can be so, because even some people are just naturally kind and they just want to give to you, and the moment they are not able to do that anymore, then you start seeing them like bad people just because they are not able to do it. And even there are some, especially the last born.
Oh God, last ones like I don't know if we should even be having
Their
last
own
born.
entitlement is
Their
on
entitlement is
another
like
level.
they will tell you that you're supposed to give me auntie, you're supposed to give me sister, you're supposed to give me. Where do you want me to? When I was your age, who was giving me?
They don't care.
Like now, all the siblings when they are going to school, they are even spoiled. They be like, my provision money. I didn't. During those days, me where which provision money, whatever my parents gives me, that is it.
Yeah, it's not like we are not supposed to care for our siblings,
We
right?
care,
But
not when you are now stressing yourself, forcing yourself. There are some things that
and
you
it's
don't
no
do out
longer
of love
convenient.
again.
Yes.
You are now doing it out of what's this thing called? Pity, or I just have to do it because if I don't want them to feel sad. Let them be sad.
Lots of pressure.
Let the pressure, yes, that's the word I'm looking for. The pressure is too much. You should do things out of give. When you give, you should give out of love, out of abundance, not to the point that you put your own vision aside, your dream aside, and you're now caring the money for you're supposed to use to invest. You're not giving it out because you don't want them to feel sad or because you want them to be okay. At the end of the day, all of you are going to be poor
Just
together.
because you just want to be in everybody's book. You can never be in everybody's good book.
Honestly,
You
because
can
these
never.
people, if you like, give them 100,000 naira every month, or 100,000, or let's say $200 every month, every month, every month. The day you give them $100, you've become a bad person for giving them that $100 because now they expect you to give them more. They will even be telling you that I know you can afford it. Who told you? Who told you you can afford? Like just because you see someone driving doesn't mean they have excess or abundance of that thing at home. Like it's like when I see people complaining about entitlement, like people saying that what should I do? I only have this money, but I have to do it because if I don't do it now, they will call family meeting on me. Family meeting on what? Because they refuse to. I don't understand.
Entitlement it's something that it's so deep.
It's like
So and when it eats so deep and you are not really conscious of it, it can really be very because it's like narcissism. That's why I say
Yes.
maybe it's a disorder because
but we can
they
also
don't
all of them are like everyone
they are
has
on the same they are of the same category because those people too they don't care, they don't even care even when you are dead they kill you, they
like
still blame you.
imagine how deep this entitlement can get. A man die, the family are taking all the properties.
That's what I'm saying, that they don't have
They
feelings.
take the properties, no empathy, nothing. They take the properties and like, yes, it's my brother's house. It's like, what about your brother's children? What about your brother's wife?
Anyone that is entitled is as good as selfish, greedy. They don't have feelings for you. They just want, like me, myself, and I. That is what they care
But how
about.
do we stop this?
That's why I said it still has to go back to the foundation, to the background, to
Parenting.
parenting. When you are, there's a way our parents used to talk to us, those days. But by the time they blink twice, you know what they are saying.
Yeah,
by the time they
like
they don't need to beat you before you get sense now. There's a way they give you sign, and you are able to adjust that. Oh, this is what, because some children you take them to visit maybe uncles and but when they are there, they are already exhibiting some attitude. They are already taking what they are not supposed
I feel
to
like
take. They are already
my uncle has money. I know he has money. But why didn't he send me to private university?
exactly.
Hello? For the fact that you even went to federal, you go to federal university or public school, you should be grateful.
Yeah. So parents need to do better. Parents need to do better, and I'm still going to be
teach
repeating
kids
it.
how to be appreciative. Like kids of nowadays, they don't appreciate anything. If you don't give them what they want, they will not say thank you.
If you don't give me, I'll die.
Hello, you only live once. If you kill yourself, you kill yourself. You kill yourself for nothing.
So they are like that. They are entitled people that are so entitled.
Like parents has a lot of work to do. That is why I always say that if you are not mentally strong enough or matured, do not bring kids to this world. Baby cannot raise babies.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is what is happening nowadays. The babies are raising babies. That's why the entitlement keeps getting stronger and thicker. Because now, if they can't afford, they'll be like, send money for my child's school fees. I did not send you to go and get unwanted pregnancy. Yeah, I did not send you to go and give birth to a child out of wedlock. If you can open your leg, you should be able to take care of that child. If you are not sensible enough to close your leg or use protection, then don't ask me to pay your child's school fees because I did not send you.
You see, that part of entitlement is another thing.
It's like it's especially in Nigeria, because I will only talk about Nigeria because that is where I know most of this thing is happening.
You know your financial capability
Is low.
You know what you can afford and what you cannot afford. Now you keep giving birth to kids, to children, for another people to raise for you. And so when these people get to some, they had helped you to some stage in life and probably they couldn't, and they are like,
so if I raise your own kids now, who will raise my own kids? I don't understand. Because you should only give birth to what you can take care of. If you know that your financial capacity can only take care of 2 kids, give birth to 2 kids. Don't give me burden and ask me to put my life on hold just because I want to take. Like, I don't understand that kind of.
You can't be burdensome to someone else. You can't be burdensome to someone else. Yeah, I used to.
I can support you if I want to. Like, if I have, I support you.
I used to have one of my cousins that used to come in from Nigeria. The mothers, they are still young. They are working. They are civil servants. You understand? So every month she was always, she's in school. She was always sending me bills. Auntie, I need this. I think I was sending consecutively for like 3-4 months, and
wow.
the 5th month, and I'm like, I don't have this money. I've been giving, but right now I don't. And as of that time, it wasn't intentional. If I had the money, I would have given her, but I just didn't have, like, sincerely.
I'm sure
I said I didn't have this money. Maybe next month I can try, and she stopped talking to me. This is a girl that sends me message every blessed day. Yeah, she stopped talking to me, and the next moment I was seeing her, doing birthday bash, for
me, my cousins and nieces, they know.
I didn't even care.
If you ask me for money, it must be a tangible thing. Don't ask me money for food. Honestly, don't ask me. That's another thing. If you are starving, like you are really starving, or I can see that you are, but you give me money for birthday party.
She didn't say birthday party.
I'm trying to be like, big sis, and I need to do a pool party. Send me money. I'm like, ever since they gave birth to me, I've never had a pool party before. So I should not sponsor your pool party when you're supposed to ask me to support your project, to support, to buy you handouts or textbooks or anything. You're not doing that. You're asking me money to sponsor your pool party. You're asking me money to buy you. You're asking me to buy you iPhone. What do you even know to do? What are you going to do with iPhone? Because iPhone is maintenance, so you cannot even maintain iPhone. And you want me to buy it for you?
You will maintain it.
You ask me for something. If you are going to be entitled for something that will affect your life positively. Like, I can impact into you. I can support your vision. Like, okay, sis. Okay, I've learned these skills. I need money to buy the equipment. Stuff like that. I will be so glad if I can afford it. I will be so glad to support you because I know this will benefit your future. But being entitled to something that we finish now.
Really?
Because I don't understand. Party, people will come and eat and go. This person stopped talking to me. Blocked me, as a matter of fact.
They'll block you.
Blocked me.
That's their way.
And I'm like, just because I refuse to support your pool party, that I've never had one in my life.
That is to the extent an entitled person can go. And there's some people that they drop out of school for their siblings.
That is
it is your one.
Okay, so you dropped out of
decision.
school for your siblings. Now your siblings go to school. They bring something out of their life. You understand? I think this thing it's 2 ways, right? Don't let us be. Some people drop out of school to probably work and sponsor their siblings to school. Now, for the other siblings that thank God you've become successful, settle your brother or sister, or else you'll be the one to take care of her for the rest of your life.
So I'm just trying to say that Okay, you left school for your sibling, maybe one or two, I don't know. That doesn't mean you should be entitled to that person. If you want to drop out of if you drop out of school, like because you know no book. Like seriously. Because it is your personal decision that you want to live. I'm not saying your sibling shouldn't help. Well, yeah. I'm not saying your sibling shouldn't help. Of course, he or he is duty bound to do what he can do. But that doesn't supposed to be that your generations to come,
Yeah, no, they will take care of the
you
generation
know,
to come.
will now be so entitled to that person, and before anything comes up, now me drop out of school for you.
And
not train
for
my kids
parents to
and
be
all that.
like,
No,
you ruined my life. You open your leg for God's sake. You force this girl into the world, or this boy into the world. You're like, you ruined my life. If not because you came into my life, by now I will have become a What's
mistake
stopping
even
you?
happens, right?
Mistake happens. So does that mean the girl now should not be the one to be paying for the mistake?
I'm not saying it. I'm saying
No. So does that mean the child is the one that should be paying for the mistake?
because all these things is just reality of life, because it happens everywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
It happens everywhere.
If you are sensitive, if you are, I don't know, if you like this thing too much, that you open your leg too much, have it at the back of your mind
Maybe go train your child though.
that it will eventually lead to
Yes.
fruit one day,
Yes.
and that fruit will grow and germinate. Who is going to keep watering that fruit? No, let's be sincere. I remember something my mom used to tell me, God bless her. So she'll be like, if you get pregnant before your time, or you have babies, I'm not the type of mother that will take care of like your babies for you, because I'm duty bound to take care of you because I bring you to this world. So if you bring another human being into this world, before you get settled, get ready to take care of that child.
That's another angle you're coming from, another sense of entitlement. Because some
You go and bring child, then you give it to your mother to take care of.
Imagine my mommy can. I was trying to figure out my life, and I want to drop my child from my mom, and she said no. Yeah, she said no because she had trained you. You have your child, whatever it is, deal with it. Except she willingly wants to help. Let it be something she wants to do.
It's her grandchild, not her child.
Yes, right? But I trained you, and you go the way you want to go. So when you have your own child,
this thing is
stay
really,
with it. Don't be too entitled to that.
Mistake happens, yes. But if you, as a matter of fact, doing some things at some age is wrong. That would be like topic for another day. Doing some things at some age is wrong. You are young, you're supposed to focus on your life and nothing more.
Entitlement is just too rampant.
Why will it be that, okay, the richest person in your family will not be the one to be struggling?
And there are some people, even let's even look at, let's even, digress a bit from family entitlement and
birthday.
Even
why didn't you wish me for birthday? Hello? Do you even know what I'm going through?
Down, they do am too.
It's part of you people.
Yeah, that is not an entitlement.
Entitlement.
If I am celebrating my birthday,
so everyone must
and you
put their life on
did not greet me. No, I'm not going to say to Patipa, you must greet me. But if I'm doing my birthday, and probably I post my picture, even if you don't remember, I post my picture on my status. Yeah, if you're on my contacts, better you opened it. You saw it's a birthday, for crying out loud. And you couldn't even say happy birthday.
Do you even know what that person is going through?
I'm not going to nothing. I don't know. I don't want to know what you're going through. This is an example. Let me finish my point. I don't see this as it's just like about appreciating life in another person's life. It's not an entitlement.
Let me tell you, if I check your WhatsApp status or your story, Instagram stories or anything, and you know that I do comment or like or give you emoji or something, and that day I did, because this thing happened in real life, you understand, and I did not wish you a happy birthday or comment or post. Do you even know? Probably I just open it for distraction.
No, you didn't even allow me to finish up. I'm not saying that I'm going to say you didn't. If I love you, I may say you open my status. You couldn't even tell me happy birthday. That's not cool. But if I know that the only thing I'm going to do when it's your own birthday too, I will not wish you happy birthday. Do me, I do, man, no go vex. But I'm not going to say, because when you see people don't really appreciate life these days. We see someone that is celebrating birthday. When someone now dies, are you trying to tell me that even if he or she is in a bad mood, when if someone dies and you now see that person in that mood, you will not. No, now
let me tell you something.
That whatever will shake you off. And
if I'm celebrating my birthday and you did not wish me, if you are my close person, like close, and I like
close,
you,
no.
I will. Firstly, you know me, I'm always like, I'm an overthinker. I'll be like, what's going on? Is she sick? Is she stressed? I will start thinking on your behalf. But if you are really, really that close, I will call you and be like, today is my birthday. I'll practically let you know that today is my birthday. And if you still decide not to greet me, then I will know that, okay, now I put you on your lane.
If you know, if you don't know it's my birthday,
they will be like, why didn't you post me on your stories?
No, I'm not going to say why didn't you post me.
Some people do
I
that.
don't even fight for someone posting me. I don't care.
Entitlement run deep.
The fact that you know that it's somebody's birthday, except you don't know, you don't have the knowledge of it, or you never. But if you know,
some people are actually
no, it doesn't even. That's
people are going through stuff because sometimes you see people going through your status like this. Their mind is very, very.
We are not. I not go post you too. You don't post me, I don't post you. But if you really, really know that it's my birthday and you because it happens. Some people some people just open it and then they intentionally, they just intentionally. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like. Back to our topic of entitlement
before we digress,
because we can digress into another thing. Honestly, like there is this, I don't know, my school teacher or something. This person only taught me for one time. That was when I was in SS1. I mean, over a decade ago, like going to almost 2 decades now. And you are telling me that. So why are you replying to my message late?
He asked you why you're replying to my message. You might. How was he sure you've seen the message?
You understand? Like, and it was during that time that I was off social media and everything for a while. Yes. So I was like, okay, let me go off social media for a while. I need this. I need my me time. So I was opening my messages. And then I had lots of messages, from clients, from all this and that. So by the time I was going through the message one after the other, I eventually saw his message. Like, good evening, sir. I don't even have his contact. I don't have it. The number was not saved on my phone, but I saw the profile picture. So I remember immediately I picked, like, okay. Then the next, I said, good evening, sir. Then I went to reply other people. Because I didn't know what to say to you. You only taught me for one time. You were not like my best teacher or something. So I just said, good evening, sir. Then the next message was like, so you're only replying to my messages now, and the only thing you could say is good evening, sir. And I'm like, I don't understand. Was I supposed to say, how are you doing? How is family? I don't know. Like, why are you feeling entitled to my? I don't
reply or I may even choose to ignore. I mean,
okay. I even replied. Then the next thing was, let me know when I can call you on video call.
Is that another command? I don't understand. People have personality disorder, and I said it. Yes, because there are some things people will just do, and you can't just figure it out, and you're like, what kind of a thing is this? Is this person normal? So
the way people feel entitled.
People don't care about you. They just want me, myself, everything, me. Once I'm okay, every other thing can. But it's bad. It's a bad attitude. Really bad. That is why I was referring to parents. I always mention parents because all these things is something that somebody has been groomed with. Yes. So when you train this kind of kids, you train problems to the society. And so when someone that has been rightly brought up now sees someone behaving like that, then it's I
remember that time when my mom was still alive. Sometimes I would just make order for small chops just because let me spoil my mom. Let me just buy small chops for her and send it. So I'll make the order from here and they will deliver it to her. And my mom, 1 week My mom is still saying thank you. Then I'm like, Mom, this thing costs less than 10,000 naira.
Our
Like,
bodies are like that.
she'll be
They
like,
show
but I did not,
appreciation.
it's not, I wasn't the one working for that money. You worked for this money. So that's why when people give me ordinary 5 rand, like 5 rand like this, I'm saying thank you because
Yeah.
you worked hard for that 5 rand. No, I
Every
didn't work
cent
hard for that 5 rand.
counts.
So every cent counts. So for me, when I go into the society and people are feeling entitled, at first I was disturbed. Like, why? Because I know where I come from. My mom, she will tell you thank you at everything, even washing the dishes. My mom will tell you, Kusha, call me. Thank you, my dear. Until today, that's
Yes.
why I'm used to when someone give me anything, give me food, I'm saying thank you because
Yes.
I know it's not an easy thing to do. But when I see other people doing otherwise, I'm like,
We need to.
is this thing
Yes,
okay?
we
Like,
need to. I was in my child's formal school. I realized that a parent as well, withdrew his child, a boy. I mean, sorry, a child from that school. So when I saw her, I'm like, Madam, you have not been taking your child to the school. What's going on? She said a lot has changed because that before, anytime she gives a child food, he says, "Thank you, mommy." But he realizes since he changes, to this school, when you give it, he just carelessly takes the food and that is not the kind of child he want to raise. Because
yeah.
she want to raise a child that will grow up and be able to appreciate.
Shit.
Not that is not even because of her she's doing that, but
because of
when
the child.
yeah,
Exactly.
you may say you will always be there for a child. You never can tell. This life is fickle. Anything can happen. So that when this child goes out there, whoever is able to help will be able to say, "Oh, your mom did a good job."
You understand? Like, there's this thing that I'm going to digress a bit. This social media where this boy, this very dark man, is bashing everybody.
Very sick guy.
You understand? And this man said, "You don't disrespect the height of disrespect. I don't care who you are. Me, I don't care about how much money you have. Age is not something you can buy. Either people like it or not. Age is not something you can buy.
And I
You
think
cannot disrespect people if you were not raised well. Keep your disrespect to your family.
I've never met very dark man, right? Is that what you
Yeah,
call?
in real life.
But I used to. But
I
if
see his posts
you
as well.
can psychoanalyze that guy, you will know he's a narcissist. Yes, everything about him. Yeah,
Screams.
yes, that's how they behave. They don't care. They can be rude to anyone. They don't, because they feel they are always right. They feel whatever they do is always right. You can't, they act like you can never win me. See, let's forget about the fact that he's cloud chasing or anything. If you have ever dealt with a narcissist, someone that has that disease, I call it disease. I've been there. I've been able to, um, I've been able
Know
to
the traits
mingle
and
with it. So I know the traits. So when he starts talking, I immediately starts talking. I say, "Oh, this guy, this is weird."
Right, I'm
Because
like,
even
you
if
disrespect all that people that are old enough to give birth to you. Like,
background,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I had to digress because
Background.
the background.
the background.
I don't know who raised you.
That's-
I was raised to respect people. I respect everybody. Like, I don't care. And even the way you talk to people, like some people will be calling you sister, but the tone that comes behind that sister, are you normal? Sister, is your head correct? Like,
Yeah.
parents should raise their kids well, teach them humility, how to be humble, how to be respectful. Money cannot buy all these things. No matter how huge, let me tell you, no matter how much money or how much investment you leave for a child, if you don't raise them to be respectful, to be appreciative, to be humble, that business will crumble. Because I cannot invest in your business, in you, when you don't have manner. No matter how much potential I see in you, if you don't have, because that's your disrespect behavior, we make that potential to crumble.
Of course, there is nothing you can do without having, good
like
attitude.
people are mannerless because I don't even know how people look at someone older than them or even your mates, even someone younger than me. I don't like disrespecting people. I don't like using condescending tone on people. You understand? So I cannot look at you and be like, so Kilo Jama,
And even
who
after-
are you? Who are you?
After they have taken your money.
I see a
they are
mother
still
telling a child that, who are you? Kilo Jama, Kilo Benue. You don't use those tone on your child or anybody. It's really, really wrong. Like,
That's why I'm saying that, because do you, if you have been to some homes, do I call it homes now? The tone they use, the tone the father, the parents, when they are exchanging words or when they are and the kids are watching all this. So that's why a lot of time when someone else,
yeah, like some parents will be like, do you see your father?
father is useless.
He's very useless man. Why did he give us 1,000 naira to buy food?
Entitlement.
Why exactly? Why can't your father give us something? Look at my friend's husband. That man, God bless him. You cannot even say God bless your own husband. God bless him. He give my friend money, and I know. Do you even know what they are going through in their own home? People only tell you what they want you to know. People will show you the side they want you to see.
One thing I'm gonna say is this: don't be entitled to my money, like my hard-earned money. Yeah, you can't be entitled to my money.
I'm just going to put this out
you
there.
Can't, because I won't allow it.
Especially for older siblings, or first child, second child, because those two, first and second, they have a lot of burden, a lot of responsibilities. Do not do more than your capacity. Remember, you have a life. Everyone has their own life to live. Do what you can for your siblings, take care of them, but do not put your future on hold for them, because when they grow old, when they grow up and they become successful in life, don't be entitled to them, to their money, because you decide not to focus on your future because you are taking care of them.
And please, wives, don't
let me ask
your in-laws pressure. Some in-laws too can be so they can be pains in the ass, because they feel you are my brother's wife. They come to your house, they want to pack your wigs, they want to pack your best clothes. They want, each time they come around, they say, and you are like, but that on it. So they ruin you. Don't let in-laws ruin
entitlement
you.
kills.
Give the only thing. Don't say you just want to please your in-law. Your in-laws are not your friends, though. Please just know that I know peace. Your in-laws are not your friends.
This woman right
your in-laws are not your friends.
How do you come to this world as a woman? You should have just come as a man.
Your in-laws can never be your friends.
She taxes women a lot.
No, I'm never been taxing. Don't make women anymore. Don't let women come for me. Yes, your in-laws are not your friends.
Not in a bad way, though.
They are not your friends. So just do the little you can do for them. If you cannot afford to give, tell them you can afford. Don't let them.
It's still entitlement that we talk about. Like, you cannot go to someone's home and pack their food stuff, pack their clothes, I don't understand. Like, why do you go to their house and honestly, guys, seriously, let's just give us like a closing, All
right, yes, we've spoken and we've talked, a lot about this entitlement. We can't exhaust it. So just do the little you can do for people. Don't do more than yourself. Don't pressurize yourself. If they understand, is good for them. If they don't understand, is their loss. But don't kill yourself for anybody. Just live your life and
honestly, guys, we can go on and on and on, because there are so many examples. There are so many things that we see, we hear, but do not kill yourself for another person. Let me tell you, if you kill yourself, you're going to die alone and be buried alone.
Otilo.
No one cares. And trust me, after 2 weeks, they move on. Some people will not even wait for 2 weeks. Right there, the second day, their life continues. Like, not the whole world is not going to stop because you kill yourself for another person. Life moves on. Everyone continues. So please do what you can. I'm not saying you should not support your siblings. I'm not saying you should not support your loved ones. I'm not saying you should not support, your people. But do not put your life on hold. Do not put your future, your own future plan, your family future, your kids' plan on hold because you want to please your family. You want to please your siblings and everything. Moderation is the key. Let everything be moderate. What you can learn to say no. When you cannot afford something, say no, I cannot afford it. When you can, say yes. And it's good to help. We rise by lifting others, but that doesn't mean that we should kill ourselves and lift others.
And if you know someone is entitled around you, that person is sick. He needs to see a therapist or a psychologist. Yes, or a psychologist.
So just make sure that you do what makes you happy. When you are giving someone and you're unhappy, that is not giving again. That is something else. So give when you can, invest. Even Bible says love your neighbor as yourself. It didn't say love your neighbor more than yourself or kill yourself for your neighbor to live. Please, let's be wise. Let's be moderate. Don't put your future life, your family, everything on hold just for them to be happy, okay? So guys, that brings us to the end of this episode. I'm really enjoying this so far. What do you guys think in the comment section? Are you enjoying this? You know what's up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification bell so you get to know anytime I drop new videos. And don't forget to always give our videos thumbs up and share with loved ones and relatives. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Be bold, be beautiful, and be confident. Love you all. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
You are now listening to Exclusive Chat with B.
Okay. Yeah.